Hey everybody, welcome in, and it's patch notes day, and this is a big lot of notes. An important stack of patch notes. So let's just go down. Not yet live, so we'll be live over the next day or so, in a few hours. Sensational 6 Part 2 is coming. Get Pluto Mini Mickey. And then, this is pretty massive. New prestige battles. Use Mickey Mouse and the Sensational 6 to earn valuable rewards. Is this going to be like another new kind of event or game mode? Prestige battles. This sounds interesting, but it sounds like it's going to be like an event just to use the Sensational 6 in. This is cool. I can't wait to see what that is like. Oogie Boogie holiday event coming, so that's going to be pretty cool. And yes, by the way, there is also going to be kit refreshes for the Nightmare Before Christmas team. So see below, we'll get into that as we get down there. But that is pretty massive. We've been calling for a lot of these teams to be refreshed, and Jack Skellington has been on the bottom of the bottom. He's been like just above, pretty much on the same level as, say, Yzma, Kronk, Baloo, and a few others. Now Baloo's got maybe a little bit more usability now, but just for the memes, he is still sitting down there. But they have badly been needing a kit refresh, so I can't wait to jump into that. Now, free winter calendar. So it sounds like we're gonna have like a little login that we can claim more rewards. Frozen event is coming back, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be the Frozen Legendary event or we're still waiting for the Frozen PvP event that was supposed to be coming. So I believe that was in like the previous. Was it in here? Frozen PvP takeover coming soon. So I don't know if it's just that or if it's going to have both at the same time. Now, it was projected that the Frozen Legendary event will be coming around early next year. So if it comes now, then that's a nice little bit early for people who missed out or don't have Elsa maxed yet. So let's continue on. And let us see down here. King Triton is coming back, so it's going Stitch, Triton, Stitch, Triton, alternate weekends. Spectral Standoff is coming back, so get more of those Sorcerer stones. Frozen PvP takeover, here we go. Earn bonus missile tokens from Frozen character and Frozen character tokens. So maybe they are just wrapping all this up into the same, so they're getting ready for the Frozen Legendary coming maybe at the end of this month. And so they'll have this Frozen PvP takeover, so you can get all your characters up and help you get them ready. So maybe that is what they're going to do. New Sensational 6 store packs, so they're going to be packs for them, as we could well expect with them being released. Winter gift drop coming soon, so it sounds like it's going to be the login daily at times to get missile tokens. So we've just had a whole bunch of those, and they are doing local time at the moment, so there are people that just can't claim them because they're in like the middle of the night, unless they're setting alarms to wake up. But this is a game. It doesn't have to be your life. Just putting that out there. If anyone is like stressing about missing out, it's sad. It's not nice that we miss out sometimes, and it's not good just for your time zone. Complain, let your voice be heard. Don't just go on about it and nag about it. But I think it is important that you don't have to just be quiet and say, well, I just missed out. That's how it has to be. You can express how you feel, as long as it's not just continually hanging on bad vibes and just trashing things because of this. Because in the end, it is a game, and they've done it for reasons. Now, we would love for them to go back, and let's just discuss it. Discuss it civilly, is what I'm saying. Now, Winter Daily Quest coming soon, so that's pretty cool. A nice different way, more ways to earn missile tokens, and then Daisy's passive no longer heals allies when she is extending the buff. So I'm guessing that was either a bug or they found it was too OP. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it was a bug. Yeah. Now this is quite big. Note changes. Grand Campaign, boom, adding in Pluto to be farmable, Mini to be farmable, and then now Monterey Jack and Hops have been added in because they've been reshuffling things. And then also adding in here, Heroes gets a Mini and Pluto. Now, you'll see there that Mickey is left off the list. He is not becoming farmable. So it looks like he might be like the main reward that they want you just to get all the other 5 characters up towards to unlock Mickey. And that does seem like what it is doing. So hopefully they're going to be good. At high gear tier 8, Donald and Daisy are looking really good. So hopefully there's hope for them all, and I'm guessing Mickey is going to be amazing. We'll wait and see. I'll do the kit refreshes and the kit first looks at the kits when they come in, and we'll talk over them then. But let's get into the kit refreshes. Jack Skellington. Chance duration increase for the duration to increase bad effects. So if someone has got a bad effect, when you're using his basic, he at the moment at gear tier 7, he has got, I believe, a 45% chance to increase the harmful effect. Now on a basic, when everybody else has such great abilities, I'm glad that they're increasing this duration, because 45% is less than half. That's not enough. At max, at gear tier 8, I believe it goes up to about 80%, around 80%, 85%. So that is good. That's fairly reliable. And I think that is a very good little buff. That's actually going to make him, you'll be able to strategize and use him in ways in teams to just increase harmful effects reliably. And I like that. Now his special A, Fear now hits target and adjacent opponents. And then Heal Block has a chance to go to adjacent opponents. So nice that they're adding it to adjacent. But then they add this on the end, and I was a little bit disappointed with this. Damage reduced to compensate. He just doesn't hit hard. He doesn't. It's like a 3k attack, and it's like, why are we reducing this? I mean, it would have been relevant if it was just hitting and then maybe hit slightly less. Maybe it is just going to be slightly less just to adjacent, hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. We'll go over that when it happens. When we can actually tell exactly what they mean. Now, they have added a new mechanic. On use, if Sally is a teammate, this ability gains 1 magic. So it's pretty much reducing its cooldown by 1 when it's used, if Sally's there. So that's kind of nice and gives it some nice synergy, but you can still use it inside and outside of the synergy as well. So I like that. I like that. Now, special B grants shield on initial application. Now, previously it would grant this little effect that maybe I should do a quick jump match with him, how he used to be before he gets buffed. We'll do some of that. Okay. Now the new mechanic's going to be, so that the old mechanic, I'll explain this as I was getting onto it. It gained extra defense, and then when it expired, then it would gain shield and healing, and it was kind of like it took way too long to actually do anything. Now, new mechanic. If the target is mythical, give them undefeatable. Tick, great. That's going to be good. More mythical use, get them better. Pumpkin shields reworked. So this is kind of the pumpkin shield, what the effect is all about. Now it increases defense, and each time an opponent talk properly SHD gains fear or you gain shield. So every time your team is giving fear, it's going to give more to the fear mechanic. Your team's going to be gaining shield, and then on expiration or combat end, convert shields to health until health is full by 2 times. So if you've got 1,000 shield, you're going to get 2,000 health. I kind of like that. So it's got 2 applications here. One in PvE and map modes, tower modes. You can use him. Now you can convert all your shields over to health. That is pretty massive. Because previously if you take damage, then you can shield up, but you'll still be low damage when you get to the next one. Now it's going to be end of the battle, boom, heal yourself. That's going to be big for tower modes. Now, outside of that, we've also got for PvP on expiration or combat end. So on expiration, previously it has been on when things are removed. So if it's removed, then you get healing. So if someone purges you, you get healing. That will be massive. That'll be great. Or it could just be when the time runs out, and it's not just when it is removed. So kind of like how like Davy's black spot works. That works if they cleanse it or if it runs out naturally. So hopefully it's more like that. That'll be far more usable, but we'll just have to wait and see, and we'll test all these when it comes out. Now passive, it now triggers on any opponent that has fear instead of being chance based. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So as soon as when they're giving more fear out, it's going to give more workings with the fear kits, and also it now deals damage and has a chance to inflict offense down to all opponents with fear. Now that can be massive. Getting offense down onto characters can end up halving the damage that they're doing. That can be huge and a good way to be useful as a character and make fear more useful as well. I like it. I like where this is going. I'm going to have to definitely cover a lot of these, so stay tuned for all of this content. And if you're not already, subscribe if you don't want to miss out. If you want to see these characters run, I do have them up. I do have these ones ready, so we'll be testing these ones as soon as we can. Now, Sally's basic, no changes, which is fine. Her basic's pretty decent. Special A, she's got a new target. So now that if the target has fear, going to remove speed meter. That's going to be interesting how much speed meter it takes, but speed meter is all the rage with removals, so at least it'll make her relevant. And then Special B now does bonus damage to targets with harmful effects. So with any harmful effects, so that's going to be good. And then instead of only targets with fear, so it's going to be usable outside of fear kits and abilities as well. You'll be able to use it on so many other teams, and I really like that. Now they're adding in an extra mechanic as well, so on targets with fear, so it's still going to have some fear something to work with fear, but it's not only going to be relevant with fear, which I'm all about that. So it is going to have a chance to increase the duration of the fear, so that's good. If you're running a fear team, you want to have more fear. Boom, perfect. Then magic cost is increased by 2, which is like, ooh, that is not going to be so good for her cat. Yeah, it's not going to be good at all. And then damage increased to compensate. So it's going to hit harder. It's also get it off a whole lot less. So give or take. Now her passive gets a new mechanic as well. When Sally gains Pumpkin Shield, this ability immediately activates. So that's her healing one. She's going to heal and get healing more. So there's going to be more reason to use them and use them together, which is a good bonus. Oogie Boogie. His basic now, the Purge effect is tied to a follow-up attack, and so they're going to increase the chance to give him his follow-up attack. So I like that. That's okay. I don't mind that. So giving more damage is going to be good, and having the chance to purge on that's going to be kind of like Gizmo Duck. A lot more like Gizmo Duck now. And then follow-up attack, chance doubled if the target has fear. That is great. That is perfect. See, reasons to use fear, reasons to do this. He gives fear himself. It's going to be relative. It's going to be relevant. And then health restoration removed to compensate for the healing passive. So we'll get down to that. So then they haven't changed his special A. His special B, they've increased the fear duration. So more fear is going to be good, especially on fast characters. If they're going to be double turns, they might get turns before Oogie Boogie. And that is not exactly what we want. But here, his passive, his healing is increased if the target is fear. So I like that. Nice little refresh to Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie at tier 8 was actually kind of relevant and was usable. So this is just like a nice little refresh to make him even better. I can't wait. I can't wait to go into all these character refreshes, and once they go live, test them out. Do you guys want to see how they were before the buff? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite part of this is, whether it's Sensational 6 coming, Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, or is it going to be the refreshes to these Nightmare Before Christmas characters? I can't wait to hear from you guys. And also, by the way, my little thought I had about Jack Skellington's Santa costume in my previous video, if you haven't checked it out, go and have a look, because I think that is now more than likely kind of guaranteeing itself. So save those missile tokens and check it out if you haven't already. But that's enough from me. We'll see you guys very soon with some of these look over the new characters, try out the new buffs, and we'll see you all very soon.